Good afternoon. As you can tell, I am not Miss Marshall. Miss Marshall's not here this afternoon, so I will be pinch hitting for her. I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for coming. Today's one of the best things that we do here in the district. It's to recognize academic achievement from our students in the middle school. When you look at the big picture, this is the reason why we're here. And these students here have mastered the academic piece and will be acknowledged for those accomplishments here shortly. At this point, I would like to bring up to the microphone Cayenne Cornelius, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. The mic is yours.
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nicely done. To start off, I'd like to thank you for arranging your schedules to be here this afternoon. It means a lot for me personally. It means a lot for our students that you're here, so thank you. Some brief history. When I was middle school principal, we started this. I believe this is the 19th year that we've had a middle school honor society. And the thought process was to create an honor society to recognize the academic achievement for our students. And we've done that each and every year with the exception of the COVID year. I think it's a nice touch to recognize that academic piece. Our guest speaker is our Director of Student Services, and I'd like to introduce her, Dr. Anessa Steele.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you everyone for coming to share in this awesome event with some of our extraordinary young people in the district. I want to thank Mrs. Marshall and Mr. Benoit for giving me the opportunity to speak at such an important occasion. I am very honored to be a member of the Sharpsville administration team, and in my first year here, I feel very lucky to be a part of this community. New to some of you parents, I'm probably an unfamiliar face, but I work with your children every single day. And sometimes it takes an outsider to remind the locals of just how great it is to be part of something that's bigger than yourself. I want to remind everyone that this place is something special and that you should be very, very proud of your accomplishments today. In my last 20 years of education, I've been lucky enough to see a lot of school districts. I spent most of my career at Butler Area School District, serving in various roles as teacher, an administrator, and a coach. After Butler, I moved into higher ed, and I spent 7 years teaching and coaching at the collegiate level. Okay, the point to all of this is that in my educational journey, I got to see a lot of different schools and visit a lot of different schools. And my first opportunity to visit Sharpsville was during this time when I had student teachers in the elementary school. And I remember Sharpsville standing out from all of the other schools that I visited in Western Pennsylvania, mostly because of the friendly staff. You know, not every office did the school secretary. I remember Mrs. Ely welcoming me. I even met Mr. Fry. In most districts, you know, sometimes the secretary wouldn't even make eye contact with me or greet me at the door. So to even meet the principal on that first visit was very important. I mostly worked in the third grade team. I had student teachers in both Mr. Anglin and Mrs. Wiley's class. And I remember walking out the first day thinking, Sharpsville must be a great place. There's nobody that loves Sharpsville more than that Mr. Anglin bro, right? I mean, he just loves this community. And same with Mrs. Wiley. She loved her job, she loved her students. And I realized that Sharpsville is a great place to work, and it's also a great place to raise your families. Over the course of this year, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, why did you pick Sharpsville? Why are you here? And my answer is always the same, that we have great staff and we have great kids. And every day I feel a part of a team that comes together to do the best for students every single day. In short, today you're going to hear a lot about the qualities that this particular group has worked very hard to master. You're going to hear stories about how staff has put the time in and the effort to develop qualities like scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. These qualities are the pillar of this district and the reason why I love my job here. These students being honored today have gone through quite a process in order to put themselves in the seats today, and simply having good grades is not good enough to be on this stage. One of those many exceptions of the things that they had to do to earn this seat is to write an essay stating why they should be selected. into the Sharpsville Middle School National Junior Honor Society. Many of our students use words multiple times, such as determination, maturity, leadership, honesty, kindness, respect, perseverance, and persistence. Although all of those words are very important in success, I would like to use a few of my minutes of fame here to think of a couple other things that were not mentioned in these letters. Many of you define success as the ability to reach your goals in life. In part, research suggests that many believe that overall intelligence has long been the factor contributing to success in different areas of life. But some experts suggest that emotional intelligence may actually matter much more. Success is not a destination, it's a journey that you have all started in your school-age years. Today's honor is one puzzle piece that has started your path to what success means to you. Each of you are starting to define your individual goals for your life and what you want to achieve. Some of you have aspirations to go to college, to make a lot of money, to have a great job, to have a family. Regardless of your individual dreams, I can assure you that successful people are able to do three things very, very well. One, they build a growth mindset. Two, they work to improve their emotional intelligence. And three, they're able to develop a mental toughness. So walking around the halls in every building, I see a lot of bulletin boards that say, what is a growth mindset? Anyone know? Anyone want to share? I'm gonna put you on the spot? Yeah, someone shout it out. What's a growth mindset? Take a guess. All right, we're being a little shy. Anyone? All right, so people with a growth mindset believe that they have control of their own lives, right? People that have a fixed mindset believe this is what I got. Things that happen to me are completely out of my control. So if you have a growth mindset, you believe that your efforts matter. You believe that if you work hard, it will lead to meaningful growth. Okay, if you have a growth mindset, you're able to learn new skills. When faced with challenges, you look for ways to develop knowledge and how to overcome those obstacles. And most importantly, you view failures as learning experiences. People with a growth mindset do not believe that failure is a reflection of their abilities. They view it as a valuable source of experience from which they can learn to improve. All right, that didn't work. I'll try something different next time. In my house, we say a lot, as a coach, I like to tell my kids, make a play, not an excuse. Quit blaming the teacher, quit blaming the professor, quit blaming the referee. Make a play, not an excuse. Because all of you are gonna fail time and time again from now all the way throughout your life. You will have moments of adversity that will be hard to overcome. But when you stop blaming others for their shortcomings and you're able to move on, that is how you become successful in your own life. In addition, successful people work to improve their emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence basically just refers to ability to understand, utilize, and reason with emotion. People are able to understand not only their own emotions, but it's really important for you to understand the emotions of others around you. Pay attention to how you're feeling, what's causing those feelings, and learn how to manage them. Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to take a deep breath. Maybe you need a break. But step back and try to view things as an impartial eye. Avoid bottling it up or repressing your feelings, but look for healthy and appropriate ways to move forward. Most importantly, listen to others. Not only does emotional intelligence involve hearing what your body is saying, but also hearing what other people are saying in their body language. Successful people develop mental toughness. So lastly, I refer to mental toughness as resilience and carrying on and continuing to try and overcome obstacles. People who possess these mental strengths see challenges as opportunities. They feel that they have control over their own destiny and they are confident in their abilities to succeed and commit to finishing what they started. Parents, you should feel very proud of your son and daughter today. This is certainly a reason to celebrate what you have helped make happen. We are acutely aware of how important your role is in your child's success. You are their most important teacher and their biggest motivator. I want to thank you on behalf of the administration for your support for us and for what we do every day. To our outgoing 8th graders and to our incoming 7th graders, my advice is to continue to take advantage of what our school has to offer. Take the advice of all the adults in your life that work hard every day to help you continue to grow and learn, shaping your dreams and defining your individual successes. As you move into high school and closer to graduation, remember where you came from with pride and appreciation. Being a Blue Devil has given you an opportunity like no other, and you definitely have a supporting community that has your back. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Steele. A little bit on how these students work their way onto the stage. It's just not good grades that landed them up here today. Yes, that's a big component, but that's not the only piece. These students have been chosen not only because of the scholastic achievements, but also because of other important qualities such as service, leadership, citizenship, and character. A committee of faculty members evaluated each prospective member's application based on all five of these qualities. Those found worthy in all five areas were recommended for membership into the Sharpsville Middle School Honor Society. Since membership in the Sharpsville Middle School chapter of the Honor Society has been earned through demonstration of scholarship, service, leadership, citizenship, and character, 5 members that were inducted last year will review these qualities for the candidates and the audience. Each member will light a candle before they speak. This is where it could get a little interesting. Like I said, I was middle school principal, so I had the pleasure of doing this for 10 years in a row. We've had some challenges with the candle. We've never had the table engulf in flame. I'm not trying to bring any bad karma. We've had some unique things. We've had some candles waddle a little bit, so we'll see if we can pull this off without too much excitement. But each member is going to come up. They're going to light a candle before they speak. The smaller candle represents the 5 qualities that each of these students possesses. The large candle in the middle, for which each smaller candle is lit, represents knowledge. The first quality is scholarship. The president of the Sharpsville Middle School Honor Society, Ms. Kendall Alman, will speak on this important aspect of membership.
Scholarship involves a commitment to learning, reading, and studying in order to achieve the lifelong benefits of a cultivated and well-rounded mind. We must continue to learn throughout our entire lives beyond the formal education gained in middle school and high school. Knowledge will lead us to our greatest successes. Learning is the lamp by which we read past, as well as the lamp which we will view the present and anticipate the future, if we are willing to see. Candidates for the membership in Sharpsville Honor Society have the responsibility to continually expand their world through opportunities inherited in scholarship and learning. Vice President Kyan Cornelius will speak on the quality of service.
Service can be expressed in many ways. In general, a willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or recognition forms the basis of service. We must be willing to help all those who need it, whenever they need it, in the course of our day-to-day routines. In the process of volunteering our time and abilities, we learn compassion, understanding, and selflessness while performing an important public good which benefits all of society. Now, Sharpsville Honor Society Secretary Cameron Hubler will speak on the quality of leadership.
Leadership goes beyond election by one's peers to offices in organizations or on sports teams. In taking the initiatives both in classes and in school activities, the true leader strives to influence and aid others to achieve the common good. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests to those of the broader group. A true leader uses his or her self-confidence and abilities to guide others. More than ever, our society needs effective leaders. Our members must accept the responsibility to lead by example in their daily lives, both in and outside of school. Treasurer Addison Crown will now speak on character.
Character is perhaps one of the most difficult of the four qualities to summarize. For our purposes, we focus on character as a pattern of behavior that demonstrates moral strength, fortitude, and good reputation. Members must respect themselves as well as others throughout their daily routines. Character requires constant attention and action, a daily striving to make the right choice and exercise self-control. By demonstrating qualities such as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, members prove by example that they value character. Finally, Sharpsville Honor Society member Parker Hoagland will speak about citizenship.
I represent citizenship, the obligation each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home, community, state, and our nation are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of all our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong, vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us, and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. The members of this chapter are called up to live to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward. Mr. Vinoy will now come up and speak.
Other than a leaner, not bad on the candles. So he pulled that off with success. Congratulations, well done. Dream, believe, make it happen. Denzel Washington has stated that dreams without goals are just that, they're dreams. Do what you gotta do so you can do what you wanna do. At the end of the day, it's not what you have or even what you've accomplished, it's about what you've done with those accomplishments. Don't fear failure. Take risks and grow and succeed. There's no doubt life is going to be challenging. As Dr. Steele mentioned, there's going to be adversity along the way. Things always don't work out. You know, we're in the midst of March Madness right now. We did March Snackness this morning as a building activity. Mrs. Abiento in her science class has Animal March Madness going on. And the number one seed doesn't always win. Okay, there's adversity that each of those individuals and those things have to face. And it boils down to, how do you handle the adversity? How do you overcome that? Which strategies do you have? And I'll just repeat, you can't fear failure. Okay? You are going to fail at things in life. It's just inevitable that that's going to happen. And I'll just close with, dreaming, believing, making it happening. You're in charge of you. You control your destiny. Your future's in your hands. There's going to be many situations that are going to be out of your control as you progress in life. But the decisions you make when dealing with them are yours and yours alone. No one else is responsible or to blame for your choices. Simply put, you be you. Dream, believe, make it happen. At this time, I'd like to bring President Kendall Alman up to the stage for the pledge.
As President of Sharpsville Honor Society, I'm pleased to lead the candidates in reciting Honor Society Pledge. Candidates, please stand looking at the back of your program. Please read with me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of Sharpsville Middle School Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school, and I will maintain and encourage my standards of scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship.
At this time, Thomas David will read the names of the candidates to receive their pins.
Kalina Bulik, Sydney Burdette,
Briella Donatelli. Callum Hanneman. Grace Johnson. Joella Masters. Kenlyn Masters. Levi Moon. Elizabeth Morris. Emmylou Morrison. Madeline Neo. Bronson Novick. Olivia Piccarelli. Ella Rice. Eden Rockapot. Madison Sump. Owen White. Ryland Williamson. Alyssa Dvorsky. And Madeline Presley. Please join the faculty, staff, and students in congratulating all of our new members.
Okay, to our new members, welcome to the Sharpsville Middle School chapter of the Honor Society. You must now accept the greatest challenge of all, to uphold the morals and principles of the Sharpsville Middle School Honor Society in your interactions with people at all times. I'd like to thank Mrs. Cornblaw. 13 years ago, she took over the Honor Society and has run it every year since, so big thank you. I know this is a lot of work, and I appreciate your efforts on a job well done. Okay, at this time, I'm going to go off script a little bit. I'd like all the students to stand. And I would like you to give your support group that's in front of you a big round of applause for everything they do for you. Now, you may not realize, but they're here at your beck and call all the time. Everything you need, whether it's, I see the announcements that go out every day, item in the office for so-and-so, can you please pass this on? They pick you up, they take you places. They're your biggest safety net, they're your biggest motivator, they're your number one fan. So please make sure, not just today when I kind of threw this at you, but from time to time, please thank them for everything they do for you. You will realize at some point how much they mean to you and what they've done for you. So from me to you, parents, thank you very much. I appreciate everything that you do. Students, you may sit. Nicely done. We wish to thank you for attending today. I know it was quite a chore to adjust your schedule, so we really, really appreciate that. Feel free, if you'd like, if you want to take your child home with you when you leave, you're welcome to do that. So students, if you want to go home early, and I don't know that I'll get any pushback on that, feel free to go home with mom and dad and start the Easter break early. To everyone here, happy Easter, enjoy the holiday season, and students, we'll see you back here bright and early on Tuesday. Thank you for coming, and congratulations to everybody.